Hello, I'm back again. Hello, viewers. I just want to talk to you about not just about people in general, but about me as well. Not to be too selfish in that, but so sorry, but my hair is a bit skewy. It's just a bit grown. That's all. As I was saying about recently called about my evil versus the dark fantasy evil. The ones who are very cold and black-hearted, and like they don't give a toss about anyone like me, for instance. Well, they're just a bunch of self-centered, conniving assholes. The ones who have got no shame and guilt, and got no pain, and they just don't realise who they're being horrible to for the sake of it, especially on deliberate measures. But me, however, as a hard head with a regular paranoid condition, with a mildly autistic state, I can get really fierce and nasty to anyone who dares make an idiot on me, or they try making complete ass out of me. And let me tell you a little story that happened like 20th of July this year, 2018. I was making my way along a local street called Bonkoff Way in the Lee Park zone and Hampshire zone. I was walking along. I was mainly going to the local public way shops, mind my business, and then suddenly these two complete dingbat cunty males that I never knew at all. They're actually called Mikey Armstrong, who did the illegal real stalking recording, and there's this mouthy git faced turd called Aaron Bowles, and they gave me a nasty fright, and they would not clear off, especially when I told them. But on the second round, on the other street, when I was walking away, they caught up, and then suddenly I lost my patience. I went right towards them, tried to get the phone off the real stalking crook of Mikey Armstrong. They pressed the wind on me. They trapped my right arm, and I pressed my left arm, pressed the window down, and I fried them. They ran and they drove off away like a bunch of cowardly chicken fucker brains, and I've not seen them ever since. So thank God. So when I cleared them away, thankfully speaking, I did inform the police. I actually from Hampshire police, and later on, some days, and told one of the police ladies in Havant Town and informed the Havant police so they can catch up what I've told Hampshire police. And I gave them enough evidence and photos and that of what happened, and well, email wise and phone calls wise, and then they from what I was told from a lady called Ina, who's who works with a community first group. She told me that the police had a word with them to real stalking, to real stalking dingbats, and they warned by the police not to bother me again. From what Ina had told me, and but other words, that's just me. I just defend myself. I get very angry, like a real evil dead, like an evil red devil that I can be, and I'm against the dark fantasy evil. People that have got no shame, they're very black-hearted and cruel, and they pretend they don't care, saying, "We don't care," and that, and they sort of say to me, "Go away, F off, go home, or call the police on you," and all that silly horseshit garbage. I'm like, if that's the way they're going to play it, then fine. If they don't give a toss about me, then I shouldn't care about them, because they're a bunch of black, cold-hearted assholes, the ones who are against me the most. But on the nice, real positive side, for those who got a very pleasant, cheerful tone of their own, and that they play their cards properly and correctly, well, I can be a very nice person. I can rest my evil side, and when I go into nasty mode, I'm against the dark fantasy evil, who I really, really, really hate deep down. But I can be a very nice person. And the ones who are nice, innocent people, and they're just trying to live their lives peacefully, I wouldn't bother the harmless and the kind-hearted innocent. I wouldn't pick on them for the sake of it unless I had really good reasons. If someone made a complete idiot on me, and they made me feel really broken emotionally, and they drove me insane. The dark fantasy horseshit drivel that I can somehow sense. I'm not just being paranoid. Some people say, "You're just being paranoid. You're just imagining things. He's just autistic." Blah, 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 blah. And all that silly fucking horseshit that I do not fully relate to at all. As no one likes horseshit child Beelman. But if I was being nasty, then I would feel ashamed. Especially if I meant what I said about somebody, that especially if I'm not used to some people like the ones who are more autistic than me, and I can work more efficiently. And as for highly autistics, I don't mean to be horrible to them. I'm just not used to working at times, because considering that I'm mildly autistic, I'm used to people that are truly non-autistic. The ones who are just regular individuals who got no actual autism at all, and those who pretend to be autistic. I'm like, what's the matter with him? Especially if this guy was like pretending to be a false autism. I'm like, what's wrong with him? I'm thinking, I do give people the evils. I do give people the evils, the ones who are against me the most, and the ones who are not, and the ones who are nice to me with no idiotic, no hard feelings. Then I can be a very nice person. So, but regarding how a lot of girls, unexpectedly, whether I know about some of them or not, I feel sorry for them, because I may have been terrible. I may be a bad, lousy person. Well, especially when I was a child teenager. I didn't mean to be bland and that. I'm not as bad now, but it's just because I was faulty and erratic, technical wise, when I was a child teenager. But I've learnt my lesson, and I do feel very alone. I feel like I'm going mad, and whatever trouble I might be facing, especially, I'm like, oh dear, I don't want to get in too much trouble, and I do my best to keep my brain working, and I do feel for the ones who are highly vulnerable, and the more weaker they are, the more fragile they are, then that's terrible. They shouldn't be ganged on like them, like those pathetic wanker brained trolls and that, who give other people on the internet, like Instagram or Twitter, a hard time, like the famous people and that. I feel sorry for the ones who keep being trolled and that. They're, they're just a bunch of pathetic. It always says nothing nasty to me, and I'll bite at them back and scare them away. I'll scare them away. Oh well. So no one makes a fool out of me, because I will get nastier. I'll get like a billion times nastier than they will ever be. So in other words, I can be a very pleasant person. I keep my kindness self, my kind, original, cheerful, positive self, sealed and protected. And anyone who's actually a nice person, and that you want to keep me a kind, trusting selves. You want to keep your nice, kind, trusting, positive like selves in your own real positive way, secure to protect at all costs, then do so. Don't let don't let those dark, fat, evil cunt brains who got no guilt and shame. Don't let them keep the best of you. Just brush them off if you can. Protect your kind, real, positive, kind, nice, trusting selves. Keep those nice, positive sides of yours protect at all costs, like I've learned to do. Okay, so take my advice if you want to. If you want to protect your really nice, original, positive, kindness self at all costs, yeah, you just need to be careful who to trust and who not to trust. And the reason I know what I'm doing, especially when I get nutty at some people horrible to me at first, because I can be a very stubborn man, a very stubborn person. More like, I guess I got this real stubbornness from my dad, especially when he was very stubborn. Back when he and my mum were together, of course. But yeah, my dad's got this new lady called. He's got this lady called Bobby. They've been together 6 years, and they seem satisfied enough. Just all the silly couples and that. They seem satisfied who they are and how they live their lives. So I just have some. Sure, I'm very single. I'm not wasted. Well, well, privately, I'm not wasted. Sexual wise, I'm not wasted, of course. That's why I'm a very fresh face, looking face, and that. because I tend not to. I don't wish to smoke illegal because I think illegal drugs and cigarettes, especially that tar crap, I just think they're vile. I think tar smoke and those illegal drugs like that shit, cannabis, cocaine, heroin, I'm like, yeah, I don't do them silly crappy shit because it puts me off. And when people have to smoke shitty tar crap around me in places, like I have to cough the worst of it out so I don't get congested, I don't get infected. So so that's when some people realize, oh, Alex don't smoke. Of course I don't. And for those who want to go at smoking, go ahead. But the vapor smoke, the vapor, the vapor e-cigarettes things with the flavorings, the vapor e-cigarettes, they don't affect me. The vapor, the flavored vapor smoke, it doesn't affect me for some reason. Just that shitty tar smoke that really tries to affect me, and I cough it out. And like the shitty legal drugs, I just, I just don't bother. Yeah, the vapor stuff, it's not much of a problem, so it's all cool. Yeah, so don't let anyone take away your nice kind of selves. Don't let those dark fantasy black-hearted rejects or dark or cold black-hearted or souled rejects take away your nice kind of selves. Don't let them drain you. I know it's like to feel weakened and drained, and I learned to bite back, and I do anyway. I know you take high reckless risks, but taking risks, it's worth it. I do live the hard way of life. Everyone else seems to live the easy way of life, but when me living the hard way of life, it seems to have paid off. So, my best advice, if you want to stay nice and kind and protect your really good positive sides, who are get the ones who are against you, knock them out, bite them back, or block them. Anyone, I'm a Facebook user, right? Let me tell you about Facebook. Anyone who takes the piss out of me or that really inchals nasty things to speak, I think immature, way out of regularity measures, then I'll just block them. But others probably unfriend or just leave them, or just leave them as they are. Usually, a lot of them unfriend me, or they block me, or they block me on the messenger thing only. Well, that's just a shame, innit? I don't mean to be horrible. I don't mean to be nasty, but I only do that in response to the dot fantasy evil. I've got no care, no shame, no guilt, and they just don't give a bloody toss about anyone like myself, who's sworn true state themselves. I'm human enough. I, for one, I'm a real human being because I know I feel guilt, shame, and pain because I've kept the pressure on by not doing smoking legal drugs crap. There's no point. It's a trap. So I just choose not to. So take it or leave it. And for the ones who are against me, any stalkers or well, any criminal rejects who are against me and have a go at me, don't push your luck. You'll be surprised how nasty I can be to anyone that's nasty against me, because I'll defend myself and slice them out. And for the ones who are nice to me and they don't get on my nerves, or that they are pleasant and really nice positive information that I can relate to, they'll be fine. So don't go past the bad line. This like the nasty bad line. This like the nasty bad line here. Anyone who goes past the really nasty bad line, then they're toast. The ones who don't use their brains and are against me for no reason. And as for them, the blonde head people, I was originally blonde, mind you. It's just a bit greasy, but the ones who bleached their hair blonde, well, some of the lads I noticed, I believe they tried to take the piss out of me because my original blondness. But quite a few people call me ginger. I'm like, I am not ginger. If I was gingerhead, I would have been by now. Just like my dad was ginger when he was about my age, and he even had the ginger mustache when I was a tiny little baby, just born then. Ah, and he had the ginger beard. My dad did. He was a real ginger type, but I would have been ginger by now at my age, as I'm 26 years old now. So I would have been actual ginger. I would have seen myself. So just because I'm not like everyone else exactly doesn't mean I need to be. Yeah, I know. I don't mean to be horrible to anyone, especially the ones who, especially if I don't mean to be, if I don't, especially if I don't mean to be mean to anyone. It's just I'm not used to some people, the highly autistic, the ones who are more autistic than me, because I used to be very autistic when I was a child, and partly as a teenager. I know I used to be very autistic when I was a child. Yeah, I used to be an autistic base, and since then I've built up ever since. People have tried to drag me down. They still today in this so-called modern era, and still I keep fighting for what I want. I make the most of my freedom, whilst everyone else saw having to be with someone all the time, getting married and with kids and all that obsessive have obsessive drivel that I would have been myself for myself if I was treated more respectively in that. But I do feel sorry for the girls who have been treated like crap because I know that would be wrong of me to be held to the girls because I am not like that. I've straightened myself, so I wouldn't be able to go for the sake of it. No, not for the sake of it. As for the males, that's a very different story. Because any males make a fool out of me, like I'm beat during this year and past, they'll get it. They'll get what they deserve for the males who are against me the most. As the other males who play the cards properly and correctly, then they'll be fine. Yeah, just a lot of girls seem to be scared of me for some reason. I don't know why a lot of girls are frightened of me. Because they just want to be with the weakest, most useless males, especially the ones who, especially for the males who screw up and that they are forced to be the females. Especially ones who are jealous of me for the sake of it. Some of the males who are jealous of me for the sake of it. They can just go nap off. They need to stop. They need to cease this prevention garbage because I felt very alone for so very long, and I'm not putting up with it anymore. If I want to have nice girlfriends and to lose my virginity for the first time in my life, then please allow me. Then I should be allowed to be authorised to go through that sort of loving and sexing process that all the rest keep going through every day. That's what is either more weaker and thicker than I would ever be, and more weaker and thicker than I used to be, until I learned to advance better. But I wouldn't be horrible to a nice girl. I wouldn't treat a nice girl like crap. I wouldn't, because I know that'd be very wrong deep down. I've seen how couples operate. I'm like, oh, screw them. They're just a bunch of they're just a bunch of self-perfected wally brains. I I would if I had really nice girlfriends, the girls that I would really like too, I wouldn't treat like shit. Nah, I wouldn't, because that's not my style. Maybe some male styles, but not me. No, some males who are probably similar to me, but in their own way, then they shouldn't be picked on either. Like a lot of the girls shouldn't be picked on either. I would treat a nice girl like crap, especially if I really loved the girl. I do get nervous. I was a pack. My step grandma Peter called me a pack of nerves when I used to be very nervous. I do get a little nervous. I do get worried. I do get worried if I do something whenever I do something wrong or say something wrong that I don't mean to say. That's somebody, especially if they feel like they're watching me and all that rubbish. I do get nasty. So the ones who are against me the most. So please make sure nobody else gets hold of me. Because that's the last thing I want to do is to be horrible to everyone. Because that's the last thing. Because that's the last thing I want to do, and I don't wish to. So, life's too short, basically. All this dark fantasy negatives and all this obsessive, over-habited drivel. People being horrible to someone for the sake of on social media. Those pathetic motherfucking trolls and all that. And then dingbats. As you can tell from how I'm speaking on this video, I'm not swearing as much. I only swear if I I only sworn the most proper corrective measuring sentences. So I don't know why people have to become the same as the others. I see no point. I know I may be a dangerous manly threat, but I just look at it. I'm not deep down because I'm still a human being. Whereas there are lots of people nowadays who just don't show the proper humanities that they're supposed to be. Well, look at the little children today. The little children today, the ones who are growing up, and the ones who are already recently born, or going to be born any time late, so the rest of 2018, 2019. Oh dear, kids can be hard work. I know. Being married and having kids isn't everything, you know. It does have those negative side effects, even to be with someone and that. They do have the negative side effects and that, but it's not all just positive, happy perfection. That's just diabolical excuses just to because people are afraid of the negative side effects and the consequences. I do get a little afraid of any negative consequences to warnings or any exclusions. I do get nervous, but I must be brave. I must be a man. I must prove myself that I'm not a real coward. Some people, or quite a number of people, don't know. Depending who they are the real cowards. They are the real weak, thick people. The ones who are truly are, while others are vulnerable. And I wouldn't join those nasty, dark, fancy criminal rejects. Don't worry. I've never had Twitter. I've never had Twitter at all. But Facebook, yes. Skype, yes. And this, of course, yeah. But I mean, Rena, any really nice girls, I wouldn't treat them like crap. Oh, I know that's wrong. And for the guys who think they can have all the women they want, shame on you. Because the ones who are against me, you should have your head cut up. You should have your throat slit. The ones who try and make a fool out of me, while making a lot of the females go against me, forcing the females to do your crappy work. The males who are against me the most. You should get your throat slit, making the females do your dirty work. And the ones who already feel ashamed of themselves and they're no longer going to be humble to me how it used to be. I'm sure they would have learned their lesson. And the one, yeah. So, and for those who are still against me today, like they might have been in the past, I'm gonna make sure I slice them if they really get on my nerves. Especially if there's an enemy or two in mine, I just want to slice them after all these years since I last knew them. Because there's no need for dot fantasy black-hearted pea-brains around, is there? No, life's too short for that drivel. Life is too short, depending on how people live in that. I'm not so sure about my future. I don't make safe facts predictions like a lot of people do. And I've learned not to be too selfish. And it's called learning from mistakes, losses, wrongdoings, and learning from any failures and losings. Real hard, real hard working winners deserve it. The ones who make the effort deserve to win. The ones true kind-hearted people like me, like anyone, for instance, similar to me, the more hard effort work you make against those pathetic trolls and that, or any bullies and that make false, meaningless, negative garbage about your parents and that. Anyone who gets hold of my parents and that, whatever, I'll just get really fierce and scary. So don't push your luck, the ones who are against me. As others who play the cards correctly, you can observe how I do it. And for the ones who get a load of nastiness on the internet and that, Instagram, Twitter, whichever, Facebook even, that I got myself. Just they just don't learn to stop talking fancy drivel. Although I'm a very strong, accurate talker. I can't gossip, but like a lot of people can. That's because I'm not light brained. I'm a very solid, accurate, hard brain with regarding not just regular paranoid condition that's all focused in the front part of my brain since I was a tiny little child. And the ones who got developed anxiety or depression, severe anxiety or severe depression. My brother's got severe anxiety, and I do my very best to help him. I do my best to be a nice big brother to him. I do get hard on him when he misbehaves or he just doesn't listen to me at times, but when he's not being silly and when he's being a nice, pleasant enough person, I can be nice to him as well. I am a magnificent responder to anyone. To anyone, I could be a magnificent responder. And for the ones who are trapped and got nasty, pathetic troll bullies and that, the ones who get more aggravations than I want to get more nasty aggravations than I do. Even though the worst of it when I was a child teenager, but occasionally as an adult nowadays, I do. But the ones just learn to defend yourselves, go into your nasty mode, protect your kind-hearted selves. The ones you got some trust in you. Get your own back at the nasty ones who keep having to go at you still. Block them. Take a risk. Block the nasty trolls that are on your Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, whichever social media you use, okay? Or Snapchat, or the ones who got Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat because I ain't bothering about Snapchat, but the ones who got Snapchat as well, block them. If there's the block option, like on Facebook, use the block button on whatever social media, not just the Facebook one. Block the enemies. Block the social media trolls who are just a bunch of pathetic scallywags. Block the scallywagging trolls. Just block them. And then you'll feel a lot more better in yourself. You'll feel relieved. Trust me. Block the dark fantasy black-hearted trolls. They got no care, no consideration. Not giving a toss, not showing a proper humanity of guilt and shame. Just block them on social media. Seal them off like I've had done before. The ones who push their luck and take the piss out of me. I just block them. I'm like, phew. But I've got the hard bit done the way. And within the present day, I feel a lot more better on myself. I monitor people, you know. That's what the truly innocent kind of people like myself, the ones who are a bit like me in their own way. Just do what you have to do. Work on the hard bit. Seal the social media scallywagging trolls. Seal them off. And any famous people who might be watching this, take my advice. Yeah. Whether the Irish girls or whichever ladies and celebrities on the celebrities usage, you won't local or famous, you won't find me trolling about on you because it's not my style. So don't worry about me. Don't worry about me being a nasty immature troll because I was never that immature and childish anyway, as you could probably tell. As any of you could probably tell, I was never that childish and immature anyway. I only pretend to be weak and stupid and it catches people off guard. It works every time. So don't worry about that. Any cowardly, cold-blooded idiots, and I'll frighten them. Because I do feel cross, emotionally cross. I know I can be a bit of a blubbermouth, but I can be quiet. So, but the real nasty trolls, the real nasty people who give us all time, they need to shut that fucking mouths more than I need. I do know when to shut when I can, but as for the nasty criminal trolls, nasty bully trolls, they need to shut their fucking mouths and all, more than I would have to do. So, when they're told to shut for being nasty or they get warnings and threats, and they create fake accounts, I hate the fake people. I hate fakers. I'm sure the ones who are being targeted and that, the ones making fun of you need to report them or just block them and all. Report or block them. Block them to show them that you're the strong one, like myself, and make sure they realise that they are the nasty, conniving, cunt-faced turds who are giving you truly kind-hearted individuals that they are giving you truly kind-hearted individuals like myself a hard time. I won't tolerate it. I'm sure you kind, true-hearted individuals won't tolerate it either. Take my advice. If you want to replay the video again, just write it down on a notepad. The ones who are truly kind-hearted and innocent, and you can defend yourself and be strong for who you are. Knock those trollish rejects out, or block them. Get them reported and all. You can do this. So trolls and that, anyone's against me, watch out. Because you don't know who you're going to face. When it comes to me, you could be possibly dead. You nasty, trollish, criminal rejects who are against me, you better watch out. So be warned. Mark my words. So that's very much the life story today of those who ran off. Oh dear. Not my problem. And for those who've been watching this to the end, regarding it's now just 31 minutes now. I will say goodbye to you, whether you are allies or enemies or whoever. Just bear that in mind. The truly kind-hearted, innocent people, take my real positive advice. Defend yourselves at whatever cost. Defend your kind, true-hearted selves against the trollish rejects that keep on to go at you. Experience I've got, so take my advice. Enemy trolls, enemy online trolls, whoever. Just watch out. If you see me in real life, watch it. And so this is why I leave you all. Until some point in the future, I'll be back. I don't know when, but I will return again one day. So goodbye. And I don't know when I'm going to make a next YouTube live recording. I'm sure you'll be informed. So bye for now, and take care. Or be careful what you do. Take care or be careful what you do. Bye-bye. Just need to cut this off. I'm not used to this, bear with me. Okay.